Welcome back, guys. Day 2 in a row, guys. Day 2. Isn't that amazing? Day 2 in a row.
Going off strong.
Going off strong. You know, it took you about an hour and... No, 2 hours. It took about 2 hours and 25 minutes for her to be ready.
It did not take me 2 hours.
Sorry, it took you 2 hours. And then the other 25 minutes, you were doing the dishes and you were talking with your mother.
It took me like 30 minutes to get ready. And
I can't get mad at her, guys.
She's
She's doing what she's supposed to be doing, guys. I can't get mad. Those 25 minutes, hey, I'll take it. I'll sit right here and I'll wait. I'll wait. Thank you.
Congrats.
Okay, bro. So we gotta talk about a lot of things, bro. First and foremost, chat. Just want to give a big shout out to my big dog Ray. You know who you are, bro. Ray the man. Ray the plug. You feel me? Number one supporter. Comment down below, guys, if you guys want to get shouted out, cause bro, I mean the fans are just going crazy.
Your mom commented on the last one.
Leave my mom out of this.
You gotta shout out your mom. Go on.
No, it's only one. Only one person could be shouted out per podcast.
The next one.
Per podcast. Who knows? If you guys want to be shouted out, bro, just comment down below, bro, that you want to get shouted out on the podcast, on the pod. So, yeah, just do that, please.
Please. I'm
please.
begging. Please.
Just. I didn't mean to say please.
Please,
I don't know why I said.
Someone's desperate.
I don't know why I said please. But guys, yesterday we got a lot of things to talk about. I lost some money. We saw Thunderbolts. And yeah, that's basically it.
We didn't even talk about the neighbors in the last one.
We didn't?
No, we were supposed to, and then we started rambling about something else.
Yeah. So let's talk about the neighbors real quick, bro. Some spicy stuff are going on with the neighbors, bro. Like, it's weird. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Hold on, because I was going to mention something about us. Like, we don't do that.
Oh. No, of course not. Civilized.
We're civilized.
You're getting off topic. Stay on the neighbor.
So, chat. So, I work from home, chat. So, I'm working from home. And then, I hear my neighbors. And they're playing loud music. And, it was like this is like prior, right? This is like months before. Like, I don't know. They do it like, it's like music every once in a while, once in a blue moon. So chat, hear me out, bro. They're playing music. And I the last time they did it, it was on a Friday. Well, not the last time. Like the first time they've ever done it was on a Friday. And I'm like, cool, it's a Friday. I mean, I work from home. I'm not going to be that pain of a butt of a person, but because I'm working from home. But I was like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to trip. So they're working from home, what I'm saying, hearing music, and I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, whatever. And then they stop, right? And then recently they were playing music, and I'm working from home, and they're going at it, bro. They were going at it midway of my job. They were going at it, you know what I'm saying? And you guys probably like, Jay, how do you know? JC Slayer, how do you know? It's because I heard her, bro. I heard her, and it was just. I heard it twice. No, the first time I was talking with my, I was doing my job, and then I heard her once, and I swear, bro, I was like, what the? I'm like, there's no way, because first I thought someone was getting hurt.
Oh yeah.
that was my initial thought. Someone was getting hurt, because there's been, you hear your neighbors, and sometimes there's violence going on, so that's why I genuinely thought something was going on. She was getting hurt, and I'm like, there's no way, dog. There's no way someone's getting hurt. And then I hear again, but then she wasn't getting hurt. She was
had a little ring to it, huh?
Had a little ring. Had a little tweak. And then most recently I did the last time it was me and her. We were both here, and we generally we were hearing them arguing. The guys going, bro. I don't see why guys there has to be a reason, because I have yelled at you.
They were throwing stuff.
Oh yeah, to the point where they're throwing stuff. That's kind of bizarre. Yelling, I understand, because I yell at this motherfucker because some dumb
Yeah, we
stuff.
butt heads, but it's not like I'm throwing.
stuff.
Like, it sounded like real heavy too, and I was like,
Yeah.
At what point do you call the cops?
Yeah. At what point when do I call the cops? I don't know, bro. Cause obviously I don't want to bump into it. But yeah. Anyways, bro. And then like maybe like an hour and a half later, there was music going on. I'm like, there's no way.
They made up.
No. I don't think. I'm telling you, bro. Someone's cheating.
I heard her singing.
Someone's cheating, bro. And maybe someone's
It
cheating.
has to be him.
Someone's cheating.
For her
No.
to still be in there, like, sounded pretty happy.
Someone's cheating, bro. But it's none of my business though. But maybe I should make it,
It is
my
our
business.
now. I can hear it.
Now that we hear it, it's the public's now. It's the public's business to know.
The public's opinion.
You guys stay tuned for that because I'm interested in their
Be
storyline.
updated.
Yeah, it could be all
I need to
updated.
see what they look like.
Yeah, right. I need to see what they look like too. I'm like, bro, ain't no way your punk ass is doing that dumb shit, bro. I don't understand men like that. In other news, guys, the Rockets. You know, my friends told me to talk about this in the podcast. They want to know how I feel about this. Houston Rockets losing in the playoffs, first round. You know, hey man, and I bet $20, and I lost $20. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know why you would bet money if you knew that they were a sucky team.
They're not a sucky team though.
Have they ever won before?
You don't understand though, because before, it's basketball terms. Here we go again. So before the Rockets, there was James Harden, who always led the Rockets to the playoffs, and then we will always lose in the playoffs to the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like it's more of a rivalry when it comes into playoffs. Whenever the Rockets are in the playoffs, because all of a sudden we don't play no other team besides the Rockets. I'm telling you, you can go back ever since before 2020, because after 2020. I want to say that's when James Harden got to they traded him, the Rockets traded him, and then we got Jalen Green, and then after that we sucked. Every single year we suck. And then this year I was like, yo, we're winning. Rockets are winning. There's no way. You know, we sucked last year. We probably only won like 20 games and we lost like 43 games. So and
you're
then
admitting that you knew
last year
they sucked. So there's a pattern.
Last year
There's
year
a
they were pretty bad, but this year they were pretty goated.
But they lost.
You see, you don't understand sports, bro. You're not a sports person.
No, I do.
That's why I
but
can't
I'm
really
talking
talk to you about
like, the
sports,
betting
because you
part.
just don't get it.
How are you gonna ask me how I feel and then you're gonna be like, you don't understand. You don't understand the logistics of me.
Bro, it's like the Eagles versus the
You
Patriots.
still lost.
Eagles won though, so I mean they were the comeback story.
Yeah, once in a blue
Well,
moon.
because you don't get it. You don't get it.
Then what's the point of asking me?
I need someone to talk to with sports, a girl or a guy. I prefer more of a girl because it will attract the audience attention. That's why there's girl news reporters, because it attacks the male audience. Anywho, bro, you disappoint me. Anywho, bro. In other words, hold on. I had something else to talk about. Oh, and long story short, I lost $20, and now I'm going for the Wolves. Go Minnesota, baby. Let's go, Ant. That guy really triggers me.
It's more entertaining than your podcast.
Look how fat he is in the damn bottom.
No, he's not.
Dude, he's plump like a damn rat. You don't see it? It's like slim,
He's like
and
a
then
pear. He's
and then
slim
it's
thick.
round in the bottom.
Slim thick.
No, he ain't slim, and he's a fat thick. That's torta.
What?
That's torta. Let me guess, you don't understand the term?
You said it all dumb. You said torta.
Cause my
Torta.
Yes. Anyways,
torta.
I saw this one TikTok where this person was like, "Here's what I got as my receipt for giving birth at the hospital." And it was $44,000.
Mhm. I think if you go to Canada, it's like 5,000.
See, I want to do that
And
because
in
it's
any
cheaper.
other area, it's like $0.
Right? Yeah, I want to do that because it's cheaper. But I want my child to be a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, that's the sucky part.
That's the sucky part. I want my child to be a U.S. citizen, because if he's not a U.S. citizen, then he has to marry somebody. If not, he has to be deported back to Canada.
First of all, he's not even born. But
Like, you don't know how I gotta think about this, bro. Like, I really, $44,000, bro. And my cousin's gonna have a child. It's crazy.
how's he? You gotta ask him. He's like 3 kids deep now.
2. He's gonna have a 3rd.
That's why.
The boy.
Oh, I thought it was a girl.
It's a boy. Maybe you pay attention to the family.
Like, how is he paying? Are they even having him at the hospital?
Nah, bro, they're having it on the side of the street.
Some people have him at home birth.
Yeah, I did. I was like, maybe a home birth.
You did?
I would think about that, home birth.
This sounds terrible.
The only 2 things that I would want is obviously the first thing is obviously making sure that the baby is like normal, he could hear, see, everything, right? Second one is if he's my child, blood related. But think about it though. Hold up, hear me out though. Stay with me now. If we have a child, and you gave birth to him in Canada, technically he's Canadian. Hear me out. He's the first Canadian in the family. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out. A Canadian. That's crazy, right?
Canadians are weird.
Stay with me now. But they're nice. Canadians are known to be nice. Stay with me now.
With their maple syrup and stuff.
Okay, but we don't even go in the maple syrup story, bro. I swear. Maple syrup, my cheeks.
Maple syrup.
Stay with me now. The first Canadian in the family. I'm just saying. Hey, where were you born? Oh, I was born in Canada. So technically they're Canadian. We're born in America, so we are American, but we have the Mexican blood.
You're Mexican American.
Yeah, but that our child will be Canadian, American, and Mexican blood. Think about it. I'm just saying.
Well, it's not Canadian blood. They're just born there.
You're just born there, but hear me out though. That's kind of cool.
It's like if we have a kid in Japan and you're saying they're Japanese. That's not how that works.
No, but you gotta hear me out though.
I can't just birth out a kid in the Philippines and say that he's a Filipino baby because he was born there.
Or hear me out. I date another girl in Japan, and then I have a Japanese kid. Hear me out, bro. Stay with me now. I have a Japanese child.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Be the Japanese person in the family.
You already are.
I'm not Japanese.
You already are, though.
Once that ancestry goes on sale, then I'll do it. Like how...
Well, my uncle said Filipino, so maybe not Japanese. I can see the Filipino because you're kind of tan.
I can see myself getting bitches.
Like Japanese people are like really light complected. Like they're very pale. And like glossy skin and all that.
So I could get bitches. Chat, we're gonna go to a concert today. This is what the shirt I'm gonna be wearing. Hopefully this is the, what I'm saying, it's a rock and roll concert like from Fortnite. It's not the people from Fortnite. They're just artists that I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, I told you weren't going. I don't know what you got all dressed up for.
So I'm gonna be going, and yeah, guys, we're gonna have so much fun, right? Woohoo! Right? Concert.
Once we're going to a concert I want to go to, and not like a Charlie Puth concert or something.
Yeah, for once it's gonna be a concert that she wants to go to. She didn't want to go to a Charlie Puth. She didn't want to go to a Ross Lynch.
Not that I didn't want to. It's just it wasn't things on my bucket list.
Hey,
Like
if you die, you'd be like, I went to a Charlie Puth concert. Yeah.
No one's gonna know who that is. Who?
He recently did on his Instagram post. He posted that he was singing a Michael Jackson song, and I was like, I was going crazy. I was like, dude, chill, bro, chill. Take it easy,
you like
bro.
a lot of like girl popular artists.
I like music.
Again, they all seem to be like catered towards girls.
Hold on.
Like your boy band, Big Time Rush. I loved them when I was like 11. I would have loved to go to their concert again when I was like 11. Everyone that goes, girls. All the girls I follow, they like that band. Charlie Puth, same thing. Girls.
It's not my
Blonde man. He takes off his clothes. You want to know why? For the girl.
Okay, and Sabrina Carpenter goes crazy, and guess what? There's still girl fans.
Yeah.
Than guys.
Because he's more catered towards the girls.
Everything evolves with girls, except for the rap genre. It's mixed, boys and girls. No, it's more. It's mixed.
It depends.
It depends. If it's Nicki Minaj, girls. If it's Lil Baby, boys and girls.
But you see how like every artist has like an audience that they're catered towards?
It's always towards girls. Every artist is towards girls.
Not every artist.
It's not that it's towards girls, but more of their fan base is girls than guys. Except for Drake. Drake probably has like more guys, and the girls are like trying to get into it, but it's like, bro, you don't understand Drake like how us guys do.
You don't get him like I get him. Oh, do you know him personally?
Bro, he's
Doesn't
Canadian.
he like little kids or something?
No, bro.
At this point, like what?
Probably does.
Celebrity does.
My friends will defend Drake, and it's kind of funny. I'd be like, fuck Drake.
You just said you knew him, and now you're like cussing him out. Pick a side.
I don't have a side. I'm in the mid.
Hit or quit.
What is your top 5? Chat wants to know. My friends are telling me, what's your girlfriend's top 5? Top 5 artists. Top 5, and don't play. Don't bullshit. Don't play. Don't bullshit.
Would have wished you told me beforehand, so I would have had him like ready.
It's off the top of your head. That's the exact same way how me and my friends were talking. Off the top of our head, what was our top 5? I was like Bruno Mars, all right, and then it was Charlie Puth, Big Time Rush, Drake, and then Eminem.
A little Disney music in the mix.
But they have to be alive. Sorry, they have to be alive. Alive, because I would have put Michael Jackson on there, and not Bruno Mars. But
that's true.
I had to put. They were like alive, Jaden. I'm like, okay, cool, fine. Alive. So that's why I put Drake, because Drake's been relevant since I was born. Eminem has been going on and off. Eminem would like be. He was good in the 90s, bad in the 20s. I mean, bad in the in the thousands, and then he's doing okay now. I forgot what album where everybody said he sucked in.
Where he had his. I feel like that's at everyone though. They all have their falls. Let me look at my Spotify. Well, that's not fair, because I feel like I like types of genres more than artists themselves.
I think it was Revival. That was the album that sucked.
Bruh.
Nobody liked. If I'm correct, it was Revival.
Okay, well, the first one obviously would be Eminem.
Okay.
I'm a stan. He's probably the only person I would fangirl over. Like, if I got to meet him in person.
Like, you show him your titties and shit?
Probably not that. I'm a respectable woman.
Oh, like you want him to
His
kiss you or something?
His daughter's a little older than me. No, but like, you know how you fangirl over like boy bands and stuff? That's how I would probably be if I saw Eminem.
I mean, I just understand their music. I'm not fangirling. I just understand their music.
Didn't you upload the video where you were like squealing with Ross? Where my boys at?
Dude, he's asking where the boys are at, dog. Shit, that's me. I'm the only guy there, and guess what? He noticed me.
Anyways,
he pointed at me, chat. He was like, "What's up, bro?" I was like, "Dude, I watch you on TV, and you're telling me what's up." This chill in the pod, bro. Ross Lynch,
so
pull up, bro. Pull up. We finna, dude. It's a chill podcast, bro. It's take one. So I'm gonna ask you some juicy questions, and it's take one. No cuts, no butts, no cuts, no coconuts. Now he's on tour, chat. He's on tour. He's gonna come back to Texas later, but I'm not going to because that's hours away. Great concert. I will maybe go again because his music was, Chad. Dude, I love Ross Lynch, but bro, hearing his music and concert was pretty goated. Goated concert, goated everything. But when I came to listening it to on Apple Music and stuff like that, it just wasn't the vibe. I'm sorry, dude. It just wasn't it, bro. We tried after the concert because we're like, oh, his music was so great, and I was like, all right, let's. But his past music, you know what I'm saying, Austin Moon type shit, bro. Come on now, fire.
In his Disney face.
Super good.
Austin Moon. No, yeah, but I'm just confirming.
Isn't it crazy
you
how
he was
how
better. His prime was Disney.
how Austin Moon was pretty good back in the Disney days, and then now he's mediocre. He's okay, but like with Sabrina Carpenter, because she had music when she was in Disney, and then now like her music back then was pretty butt, and then now she's pretty good.
Because they're Disney kids, so they're trying to break away from that like stigma around them. So he went from acting in Disney to be like, have you ever tried this one? Like that's, it's the same thing with like Olivia Rodrigo.
Now what really made her popular was because she was in Taylor Swift's concert. She was, how there's a before person, so that's what helped her get famous. Taylor Swift, which is pretty cool. Like helped her stay relevant. Sorry, she was already famous.
No, but it definitely kicked her up.
It kicked up her boost system. But yeah, who's your top 5? You already said Eminem.
I was continuing, and then you started talking about how much you like boys, and
Bro,
I just let you
I like
rumble.
music. I'm sorry. I like to listen to actual music and actual artists.
Disney music.
Okay.
Do you like country music?
Bro.
You don't like a good old country?
No.
I like country music.
I'm telling you, bro, if you would have told me that if we started dating, we would not have been talking. That's where But if that's your top,
if I didn't like country music, but I still cheated on you, we would have stayed together.
No.
Why?
Wait.
You said that's where you draw the line.
No, I draw the line.
You draw the line at a little tune here and there.
I draw the line when it comes to country music. Oh hell no, bro. None of my kids listen to damn country.
I can't even get mad at you just because you like Disney music. So that's like already in your brain. So that's nothing I can do about. That's how you were born.
Since birth, I've never loved country. When I was in elementary, I never loved country.
I don't think any little kid likes country.
Good.
Because it's mostly it's like a love song, or most of the time they're kind of sad.
There's some good. There's some good ones. I'll sing them.
You get your heart broken and.
If you lose your one.
Yeah, like Brooks and Dunn. I like Brooks and Dunn.
Bro, these all sound dumb. They all sound the same.
Yeah.
In this pretty truck, in my pretty car. Like, bro, it sounds so lame.
Old country. I'm not a big fan of the new one. Like Beyonce, no.
What's Beyonce doing on there?
No.
Top 5. Go.
I was, and then you keep going out of here. What did I say? Eminem?
You said Eminem. That's the only person you've done.
Eminem. Probably Pitbull.
Okay. Mr. Worldwide.
He's a good one.
Mr. Worldwide.
Maybe like Daddy Yankee.
Okay.
He's like kind of Pitbull. That's why, like, same reggaeton vibe. The band we're gonna go see today, Breaking Benjamin.
Breaking Benjamin. Okay.
They're like a emo.
The rock and roll band.
That's not rock and roll.
Rock
on.
Like
How many is that?
That's 4. You got one more, twin?
It's the last one.
I say take out Daddy Yankee. That way you can have 2 more.
That's because combine Pitbull and Daddy Yankee because they come out with similar music.
I'll just stick with.
They put Sexy Red on there. I unironically like her music. Remember I told you I only used to listen to her because I knew you didn't like it and it would annoy you, and I just like her music.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna. Okay, so it's Eminem, Pitbull, Sexy Red, and Breaking Benjamin. You have one more.
Mm-hmm.
One more, bro.
This is like just for what I like right now, right?
Just top 5 in general. Your whole life.
Whole life?
From your whole life.
That's not enough.
I've listened to Big Time Rush since I was in elementary. I still listen to them when I was in middle
Yeah, I
school,
think
high
everyone
school.
did. Once they.
Big Dog. When I was doing chores, that was my jam. Big Time Rush.
I can tell.
I would love to meet them, bro. Please do a Big Time Rush podcast, dude. It kind of sucked that they all fell off when they did their own solo stuff.
George Strait.
George Strait.
Mhm.
George Strait.
His country.
Country.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess, guys. But yes, guys, she does listen to those people. She's not saying just because she does listen to them.
Yeah, I'm looking through my list. I listen to everything.
She
Almost
listens to everything. I listen to everything besides country.
I have specific songs in every genre. Like, I have Peso Pluma on here, and I don't even like them.
I only said Drake in mine because not that it's common for everybody, but it's like he's in most of my music.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy. Drake kind of gets a little annoying, so I always skip it. But it's like, bro, that's all it's in my playlist. So I like to mix it up, and so, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I listened to Big Time Rush and Austin Moon when I was cutting my grass. Like that was like, you know what I'm saying? That was my jam.
Mm-hmm.
So for Austin Moon just pointing at me, where my boys, dude, there's a little bit of guys. Of course, I'm gonna get noticed. I'm gonna make sure I'm the loudest. I'm gonna go hard in that shit, twin.
I feel like it's a little disrespectful, though. You're calling him Austin Moon when he's trying to separate himself from
I know.
that character.
I feel bad.
Like, that's why you know him. He's out here trying to make music, and you're, like, calling him by it. That's, like, basically a slur. That's
Maybe.
stuff that he did. He's
I wonder
probably
if it
embarrassed
just-
about it now.
I don't think he is.
Well,
I hope
yeah.
not. I would love to know. Like, does he like get? If someone calls him Austin Moon, does he get hurt?
It's probably annoying. Like,
Yeah,
he's
does
trying
it
to
get annoying?
rebrand himself as this, like, cool little indie band with his brothers, and all you're saying is Austin Moon. Like, bro, be so for
I feel bad, but hey, it's
I would
like
have kicked you out. This is me personally.
it's like ugh. It's the same thing with Tobey Maguire. You know what I'm saying? If we see him in another movie, oh, that's Spider-Man. Duh, because
Yeah.
it's what took you off.
I think that's the
So
hard part.
everybody, feel bad.
But Spider-Man's, like, cool.
Yeah,
Spider-Man's one thing, and when
It's
you're
kinda
like
like-
a Disney actor, it's another thing.
it's kind of like Iron Man and Captain America. The actors, Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see him in another movie and be like,
Bro,
that's
don't even get me started on Captain America.
Captain America.
Try to replace him twice. Twice.
Except the new Captain America, bro.
Who's the
It's
what's his name? Sam something?
Sam Wilson.
That he always smiles like he knows something about you.
That's Captain America.
Oh, no.
That's your Cap.
That's not my Cap.
That's your Captain America
That's
now.
not America.
For the next gen.
That's not America.
That's him.
I know America when I see him, and that's not America.
That's him, bro.
My mom even said the same thing. She's like, "Who's that? That's not Captain America." I'm like, "I know, girl. Me too."
In the comics, he does become Captain. So
That's not Captain America.
I'm sorry.
I would have been happier. If
Oh,
Bucky
his
was
his
Captain
name is
America.
Sentry.
Yeah, there
Sentry.
you go. I was gonna call him Central.
Sentry. We're talking about Thunderbolts. Now we already switched the conversation to
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
We
Great
can
movie.
We can just talk about Bucky.
See the actor Bucky. We're not gonna
Bucky.
if
Nuh-uh.
he's in another film.
I saw him in another film. I respected him, and I didn't call him Bucky. I just told my mom, like, "Oh, he plays another character in Marvel." And the
Yeah.
one where he's like a cannibal.
Yeah. But
He's a pretty good actor.
probably so. But we're always gonna see him as Bucky.
I just
Same-
call him. I call him.
Same way
Bussy
with
'cause he
Hayden
lived next to
Christensen.
Bucky.
We're never gonna see him as no other character besides Anakin Skywalker. It's gonna maybe he doesn't like it. He probably does.
I
But
think
hey,
now he does. That's his whole thing.
that's so it's keeping him unfortunately relevant. But if he likes it, but Mark Hamill though, Mark Hamill's different though, and so is the guy who plays Han Solo. His name is Harrison Ford. Those two guys are different.
Console.
Han Solo played obviously Han Solo, and then he obviously played Indiana Jones.
Really?
Yeah, he was Indiana Jones.
I could see it.
And then Mark Hamill plays obviously Luke Skywalker, and then he plays the Joker. So he's playing two iconic characters that but everybody sees him as Luke Skywalker, but people still talking about it like he's a Joker. So it's pretty cool. I forgot to fix that. My goodness. But yeah, there's gonna be parts in a movie role where you're just gonna be noticed as that one character. I think it's very rare because you know how
It's if
even
you play it really good though. Like it's a really good, iconic. Like Star Wars is iconic. Marvel, it's obviously really popular. But if you play like,
except for Jenna or Ortega, we can see her everywhere.
I don't really not.
She's in.
I don't like that they overuse her for like the same kinds of roles. Wednesday's fine, but it's not like I don't see her and I'd be like, oh my god, that's Wednesday. Like,
No,
you know?
it's Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Or
like
because she was in Disney, so you know.
Like Jack Black as that's who he is, right? The guy that played Steve.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him and be like, oh my god, that's Steve. Like,
It's Jack Black.
yeah.
It's Poe.
So it just depends.
I see him as Poe, but hey, you know he's
Oh.
played great rom-com movies. Matthew McConaughey. That's Matthew McConaughey. What else? Freak. I was gonna say another actor. Evan Peters, played Dahmer.
He plays a lot of characters, and
Plays a lot
I
of
see him as a lot of really like scary, depressing characters. I hope he's okay
Except for Quicksilver.
mentally.
Dun 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 dun.
Even like Florence Pugh,
Who's that?
Yelena.
Oh, okay,
Thunderbolts.
okay.
She's also, I really like her as an actor. And again, I don't see her as like, oh, that's Yelena. I'm like, no, that's her.
Really? I mean, I've seen her, and I've not seen her in other.
She's
I've
played
I
in, like,
know
scary
she's.
movies and all that too, and I like her as an actor. She's
Oh.
pretty good.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. Haley Steinfeld. She's in Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And then now we saw her in
I liked her in
Sinners.
Sinners. So Michael B. Jordan is crazy.
Yeah. It was insane. I couldn't believe it.
Like at that point, why even be married? She's married?
She's married. Last year.
Isn't Michael B. Jordan also married?
Nope.
He's not?
He tried to, but the girl said no. And then after that, they broke up.
That's crazy. Anyways, Sinners was a great movie.
Do you know the guy? I think his name is Steve Harvey.
Isn't that...
The one with the Family Feud?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael B. Jordan was dating his daughter. Mm-hmm. And then they just called it off. And then there was memes of him looking sad, but and then people talked about like, hey man, were you sad at the game? He's like, no, I wasn't sad. And I was like, here's his photo. You look really sad, bro.
Here's the proof.
You look really sad.
Tears and everything.
It does look like tears. Let me see. It was in a basketball game. It was pretty funny. Michael B.
I don't know. Every time I see a video of him and Haley together, like it gets me all giggly because they're like very flirty.
That's the photo. Where that was
He looks fine.
that was after the breakup. That was after the breakup.
God forbid a guy has a resting face. He literally doesn't even look sad.
That was
He's
after
just-
the breakup.
But yeah, because if he's overly happy, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's faking it" or whatever.
That was him after the breakup. It was, and then just like, dude, he's sad.
He doesn't even look sad. Are you gonna talk about the movie?
What movie?
Thunderbolts. What do you mean, what movie?
We just did.
You didn't go into depth about it. How you cried
I cried 3
3
times.
times. What 3 times were those?
A couple tears came down. That father-daughter scene. Like I was alone.
There's
Sister's
no way I made you
gone.
cry.
I was like, wow,
That's
that's.
pretty sad.
It's like you weren't there.
Okay, next scene.
Fantastic Four.
Bro, that next scene.
No. When he's depressed, and then obviously they all helped him to
Oh, when they're all
overcome.
hugging him, I was
Yes.
fighting back my tears on that.
That was a
one.
good one.
I don't know why I wanted to cry.
I don't know. I mean, it just felt like he literally wasn't alone, and I feel like this movie could not just get like it's like a movie. It wasn't like it was a Marvel
Yeah.
movie, but like it was a movie, like a touch
It had
movie.
a good meaning. He was literally fighting like his sadness and all those sad thoughts, and I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. What else?
The character was kind of cool.
No, great movie.
Not Bob.
Ooh, because the thing is gonna die. Chat. We have to end the podcast a little early.
I was about to get on the topic of Bob. I love Bob.
We love Bob. Bob, if you're watching, we love you.
Bob is a little sweetheart. Bucky too.
Bob is him. I love Bob.
Is
he did the dishes.
He's just there.
He did the dishes.
A little burger and a little drink in hand.
He did the dishes.
What a
I love
diva.
Bob. I did the dishes. We're gonna ride Bob.
Everyone's gonna get on top of Bob. And
We're gonna get on top of Bob and ride him. All right, guys, that's it for today's podcast. Appreciate for everybody tuning in, liking, subscribing. You guys want to see more? This is day 2 now. Stay with me now.
We'll talk about Bob on day 3.
On day 3 on Tuesday. All right, guys. Deuces. See ya later, alligator.